You're a reasonable human being. You really are, but you just wish your team would act with a better sense of urgency. How do you get them to move faster? Asking for a friend. Hi, I'm Karin Hurton. I'm here with our next edition of Asking for a Friend from the road, from the Austin airport. And I'm going to bring in David on this one because David has been thinking about this a lot. He's recently worked with a big group of global CEOs to answer this very question. So he's going to give you just a couple of insights.
So the first thing you want to do, get rid of the word urgency. Urgency means different things to different people. Words like urgent, committed, those kinds of things, we need to get more specific. So how are we going to do that? Start by scheduling the finish. If something needs to be done in a particular way at a particular time, have that conversation up front, discuss competing priorities, make sure it's feasible. And if it's not and something needs to be adjusted, one of the big barriers to urgency, have that conversation, work that out. All right, so you're going to schedule the finish, check for understanding, make sure you're on the same page about and that you understand, they understand the same outcomes. And the next thing you want to do are discuss clashes in values, clashes in culture, clashes in priorities. They're going to happen. It's not enough to say this is the number one thing. What else is going to get in the way? How does that work through? Do you have systems that are competing? For example, you've got a new product launch and everybody needs to be bent on launching that product. Well, what are your salespeople doing? Are they supporting your former product customers? If so, what are their comp cycles? What are their compensation systems looking like? Are they going to reinforce the new product or are they going to take them somewhere else? Those are kind of barriers to urgency you want to pay attention to. A couple other barriers to focus on. One is, are you having accountability conversations? If you checked for understanding, you've scheduled the finish, everybody knew, and it doesn't happen, are you following up? Have the accountability, have that inspired conversation to make sure those things take place. And then some things to look at for yourself. Make sure and avoid false urgency. If urgency is everything all the time, you're telling people not to listen when you say something's urgent. Another barrier to look at, how are you responding to risk and mistakes? This is another one that gets people in trouble. My people won't be urgent. And they're like, oh, I may get in trouble for not getting it done on time, but I'll get in serious trouble if I make a mistake. So manage your own responses to urgency as well.
So those are a few of our thoughts. What would you add? How do you get your team to act with a greater sense of urgency? See you next time on Asking for a Friend.